So again, what did I see? Oh, I know. I saw the Secretary of State. You know, lizard tongue. Yeah, and they showed you a little clip of him thanking the Iranians for their quick response. And that's when they released those sailors. Apparently, the sailors were all mistreated by the Iranians. And yet you've got our Secretary of State thanking them for the way they treated and responded to the situation. The commander of that fleet was fired. And the justification for his firing was that he surrendered his vessels. Now, let me understand this. He surrendered his vessels to an overwhelming force. So would it have been better served to the American people if they would have fired on the Iranians, who would have destroyed their entire squadron or platoon or whatever they're called in the Navy? Would that have been the right thing to have done? How insane is our military to fire the commander of that flotilla that saved the lives by not firing, by surrendering his vessels? This is what's wrong with our Congress. This is what's wrong with our government. They're clueless. They don't live in a real world. Congress can go send your children to war, but they're not going to send their children to war. You take a look at a guy like George W. Bush, who deserted the National Guard, and he became Commander-in-Chief. How insane is that? How about Senator John McCain, who received a presidential pardon from President Nixon because he was a traitor? He made 30-plus propaganda videos denouncing America. He provided pertinent information that resulted in the military stopping bombing of Hanoi. Why? Because what's been reported is McCain provided the altitude, the incoming bombers, the radio frequencies, the call signs, the direction of flight, and they were shot down. That's your Senator John Kerry. This guy. You know why he walks like a duck? Because he's an idiot. When he bailed out of his airplane, he didn't protect his shoulders. The air blast broke his shoulders. He wasn't tortured. 5 days into captivity, or 4 days into captivity, they realized that they had the prince. His father was the admiral of the Pacific Fleet, John McCain, during the Vietnam conflict. The whole thing's absolutely insane. This government's run by morons. Oh, by the way, you think maybe because the Secretary of State John Kerry's son-in-law is Iranian might have something to do with the way he's kissing ass on the Iranians? I mean, I'm just asking. Absolutely, completely, and totally insane. You know what I think. You know why I think what I think. So what do you think?